So here you understand the technology. Whenever you declare a room name, then one container, memory container is created. Memory container is created. Then what happens? Suppose you entered study room. Study room. It is a string. String means a text. As a text. Then this is whenever you enter this, then this is stored here as study room. In this manner, you understand. Okay, it is a string. Here, one issue is there. What is the issue? Just simply put input. The user do not know what he has to input. If you go to bank ATM, you should know what you have to do. Enter your language, enter your PIN, like the enter your amount. That is called prompt statement. If prompt statement is given, then only you can enter the appropriate value, whether English, whether PIN number, or otherwise amount, etc. I can know. So in this, what is missing? How you should write? Now room name is equal to input. Input function fortunately takes the prompt statement. Prompt statement is guidance statement for the user. What guidance statement you want to enter? Enter the name of the room. You enter in one line only. Enter the name of the room. Enter. This is the prompt statement. Whenever program is executed, this is displayed. This is displayed. Then only you enter. It may be a drawing room or study room or bedroom. You enter. Then that is stored here. That is the point you have to. The very important point. Actually, I explained in the concept. First, watch that. Then only you can have perfect knowledge over that. In every program, you will have input statements and print statements. That's why you must have perfect command over them. Okay. Next one is length. Length, if you want to write complete name, you write. Otherwise, length also people, depending on the context, room length means people can understand a length. This is the way of short names, using short names. Okay. Now, now simply you write same manner input and what you write? Enter the length of the room or length you write. This is a prompt statement. Here, one issue we have to discuss. Actually, this input function is having a limitation. What is the limitation? In this case, it read what? Study room. One string it read. In this case, suppose you entered 15. 15 also it is like this. That means it takes it as a string only. But one example already I have given in the concept. Actually, it is like a chocolate, a wrapped chocolate. Wrapped chocolate. Suppose you have five chocolates. You want to show I have five chocolates. No issue. I can understand. You have five chocolates, but you want to eat a chocolate. Then what you do? Here one wrapper is there. You understand like this. One wrapper is there. When you are consuming, the wrapper should be removed. Understand? So here, which value is there inside? Inside integer value is there. So that integer value should be removed. In order to remove that integer value, we have another function. What is that? Int function. Int function. Then as a result of this, this is produced like this. If you enter 15, that is like a wrapped chocolate. Now, if you write int function, within int function is this. Within int function, you are writing input function. Because of that, this wrapper is removed and the 15 comes as a real integer. Then only you can perform any operations on that. Otherwise, only displaying purpose, it is useful. Already I told you, if you want to display, I have five chocolates, means nothing wrong, you can display it. When you have to remove the wrapper, if you have to perform any operations, if you want to eat it, then only wrapper should be removed. Then int function we have to use. Don't think much about it. and you understand. Otherwise, if you study concepts, you can have a clear understand. Otherwise, today, what extent you understand, that is enough. Don't worry about that. However, I have given a copy. According to this, you write. Don't you should not have any deviation. And in other languages, semicolons we write. Here we don't write any semicolons as a terminator. So now thereafter breadth. Same way, same logic. And height, same also. Same explanation is applicable. Short names you can use. Length, L-E-N-G, breadth, B-R-E-D, height, H-E-T, you can write as short names because people can understand it very easily. Okay, this is called input section. In the input section, we enter whatever input values we are supposed to give to the program. Okay, thereafter come to processing section. In a processing section, already I told you, in a flour mill what happens? You put the input, grain, inside it is grinded, that is processed. So here which values we want? We want a floor area. Floor area, how you write? In short form, floor area. You write. Now what is the formula? Length into breadth. Which names you have used in input section? The same names only you have to use. Spelling and case. Python is a case sensitive language. That's why here L capital you write and all that. It leads to error. So floor area, like in mathematics only. Floor area is equal to what you write? Length into breadth. That's it. You write. Okay. Thereafter, 4 walls area. Actually, here one rule is there. That rule is strictly follow. Now, any identifier name if you give, first letter should not be a number, a digit. That's why you don't write. It should not be any symbol except underscore symbol. You should not use anything. That's why what you are writing, walls 4 area. If you write 4 walls area, 4 first character leads to error. Then what is the formula? 2 into height HGT into L plus B. That mathematics you know that they should be written in parenthesis in brackets. That is a formula. Otherwise, multiplication is applicable for length only, not for breadth. So 2 into H should be applicable to length as well as breadth. That's why we write both of them in brackets. That point you have to understand. That is the processing section. Here one more thing you have to understand. Actually 4 sections are there. Documentation section, input section, process section and output section. For the sake of readability, improving the readability, after documentation section, 1 line gap we give. After input section, 1 line gap we give. After processing section, 1 line gap we give. After that, print output section you write. Okay. Now 3 sections we have written. Now the 4th section is output section. In the output section, already I told you, you should have perfection over print function. Print function as well as escape sequences that I explained in the concept zone. Then all print statements, just half an hour, 1 hour if you practice, you will be perfect over print function. So already I showed you what is the probable output of the program. With reference to that program output, you write every print statement. Print statement without practice you cannot write. That's why the corresponding concept is there. You see that, and strictly according to those techniques, you write the print statement, and print statement while writing that you write all units, feet, SFT, all that you write. Here if I start explaining about that, it takes another 15-20 minutes. That's why you go to concept zone. After studying print statement and escape sequences, you can write that. Now we have written this program on the day 1 so formally. You take 1 hour time. Time is not the limit because it is your first program. You should not fail at all. You should not fail at all. That's why you study that. Take 1 hour to time it. If you complete this, it is your first success, and it will become a landmark in your programming study. Not only that, it contributes to 50% for the next program, function oriented program. Same code only we use, but only thing is additionally we define functions. That is the only difference you have to understand. You have to understand. So every bit you study properly, and after understanding everything, you incorporate this in your brain. Only one request is, while you are typing program, don't copy that. Don't copy that. By that, you'll never learn anything. If you commit mistakes, also no worry about that. Once you commit a mistake, then and rectify that. Thereafter, you never commit the same mistake. That point always you remember that. Remember that. Then it will be a permanent lesson for you. So this program you execute, then you get the output like this. Already explained to you. Already twice I showed you this output. It should be like this. Now you understand why we have to write prompt statements. Now we see, enter the name of the room, then only enter drawing room. Enter the length of the room, you write, you enter 20. Enter the breadth of the room, you entered 15. Enter the height of the room, 10. In this manner, don't be lazy. Then you execute your program, your output should be well formatted. It is a professional program.